Hello and welcome to News 360 on Housing TV app. Below in the use of modern technology. The stakeholders also highlighted the continued introduction of new policies by various administrations as one of the challenges hindering the housing sector from growing at an accelerated level. Speaking in Lagos at the 4th edition of Big 5 Construct Nigeria organized by DMG, builder and project manager at Encon Sharon Engineering Services, Eniano Enyafe, urged professionals to bridge the knowledge gap. Meanwhile, the Executive Secretary of the Association of Housing Corporation of Nigeria, AHCN, Toye Eniola, said the discontinuity in the implementation of policies have been affecting the housing sector. Also, Executive Vice President of DMG Events, Ben Greenish, said because Nigeria's population was predicted to double in the next 50 years, the opportunity in its construction industry was huge. On the foreign scene, Building and Land Development Association has identified a widening gap between the demand for homes within the Greater Toronto Area and housing starts, with a drop from 2,428 housing start applications in 2021 to 1,225 in 2024 in its report issued on Monday. The report reviewed the number of build applications and housing starts in municipalities across the country to assess the degree of home building and relevant causes for their approval or delay. It outlined 6 key findings that highlight ongoing challenges in the Greater Toronto Area housing market. Justin Sherwood, Building and Land Development Association Senior Vice President of Communications, told local media that fees, taxes and charges account for approximately 25% of the cost of building a home. Despite these challenges, the report noted efforts by the Ontario government to streamline the process of granting permits and reduce barriers to application. Now, a West End affordable housing provider is looking for relief from parking rules as its redevelopment project. The subjects of previous housing over heritage debates at City Council nears. Or Building non-profit homes plans to demolish a 2-story building with a 3-story tower which contains 4 residential units and a community room. It is to be replaced by a 3-story structure with 18 one-bedroom townhouse units, including 6 deemed to be fully accessible at the ground level. In order to make that plan happen, Up Building is asking the city's Committee of Adjustment for permission to have fewer parking spaces than required, as well as zero spots for electrical vehicles and a decreased buffer strip around the parking area. Committee members are set to consider the request during a meeting on October 10th. Like many BC municipalities, West Kelowna is grappling with the challenges of providing housing for residents. At a Tuesday meeting, Council was updated on the city's draft infill housing strategy by Daniel Sturgeon, a planner with Urban Systems. He explained that while public engagement showed broad support for infill housing, residents expected a need to anticipate growth in West Kelowna. A staff report noted that West Kelowna's population has increased by 20% over the last decade and is anticipated to grow an average of 1.5% a year until 2050. The city will gain 12,000 new residents in the next 20 years. Sturgeon's presentation indicated that the Glen Rosa, West Bank Center and Lakeview Heights communities will provide the best options for infill housing. More stories and Housing TV News at the top of the hour. I am Phoebe Onwabweje. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Visit Housing TV Africa on YouTube and click on the subscribe button. Subscribe to Housing TV Africa to stay updated on latest happenings in Nigeria's housing sector. Follow our social media pages, like and share our posts on Facebook, Housing TV Africa, on Twitter, Housing TV Africa, Instagram, Housing TV Africa. Join the conversation and keep up with latest housing updates.
Housing TV Africa, your first in housing development broadcasting.